Fáilte over Cóide, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the Irish at Home and Abroad. Now don't forget, later on in the programme we'll be crossing the Irish Sea once again to join Martin Logan in Manchester, who's out and about with the Irish community in the UK. But first, we're here in the picturesque village of Geesala, where the summer festival is in full swing. Today is one of the highlights, the point-to-point races on Dulac Beach, and we're going to join in the fun. Jerry, the Geesala Festival in full swing.
It's in full swing, Henry, and as you can see here today, where in the world can you see a place like this? We're getting the course ready for the circuit races first. You know, Mayo are playing. They're going to watch it live in the tent. It's going to be a great day here at the races. Small drop of rain, but you know, the rain never, it only goes as far as your skin and then it has to dry off after that. So we're delighted to be here today, and hopefully that it goes well and that everyone gets home safe after it. But, you know, it's been a phenomenal success, this racing, and it's been a success because of the many people that sponsors, the many people that comes here. And, you know, it's unique here today because, you know, when people tell you, we have CNN, American News Channel, actually here broadcasting this today, and they're doing interviews with the jockeys and ourselves, and they're here looking at the spectacular scenery. And as I say, and I've said it 1,000 times before, Henry, it cannot be exported. The Tri-Car, nobody can take this scenery we have here. Yeah, if you want to see perfect scenery and in the heart of the Wild Atlantic Way, Mayo is the place to be, Geesala is the place to be, and this week in Geesala is definitely the place to be.
Ali, what brings you here to this part of the world?
Well, I work for CNN and I cover all their horse racing, and we have a half-an-hour programme dedicated to racing around the world. And this month, or September's programme, is all about Irish Champions Weekend. But we wanted to find out why the Irish are so successful in the horse racing world and what makes them such good horsemen, so many Irish jockeys. So we've come to Geesala to perhaps find the next champion jockey and sort of see where a lot of the jockeys that we're familiar with started their racing. So yeah, it's great to be here despite the weather.
And have you come across this point-to-point racing on the beach before?
Well, I know about Laytown because that's obviously run under Irish rules, run under proper rules. And I know that pony racing is very big in Ireland, but didn't know that there was pony racing on the beach. So just came across this. Someone recommended to come and have a look at the Geesala Festival. And here we are.
My role is actually I'm on the committee of the Midlands Horse and Pony Racing, implementing the rules on the day, you know, the weights and the distances and everything like that, like, you know, and we follow that. And our role is also, you know, to keep discipline on the jockeys and try and bring the jockeys on as good as we could. And then they go on to different trainers from there. But this is the kind of thing that we do the heavy spade work with the jockeys, really. And they have turned out well over the years. Young Colin Kane, Richard Hughes, who's now training, was a champion jockey at this, and all the jockeys that come along. Like, I'm involved in this since I was a child, I'm now 70, but I was riding them when I was 10 years old. The horses weren't a good class. My brother now is bringing horses here today from Connemara, and he's involved in it, and Anissa mine is the chairperson of this. She couldn't come here today, and she implements the rule book on the code of conduct and things like that, and it's generally run fairly well. And then the local committee, we come to local committees here like Cherry Kyle and all these fellas who put an awful lot of work into this. People doesn't like that this is all voluntary, so we would love someday to see would they come along and see would the Turf Club come in and give the likes of Geesala a help out and come in and things like that.
Jenny, what brings you to Belmullet?
Well, we're getting married next weekend in Ballina, and we're here visiting Michael's family, my fiance's. So,
And is this your first time at the races here?
this is our very first time at the races. Say hello, Caitlin.
Hello.
And we're looking forward to a family day of fun. And we're just hoping for a bit of sunshine.
Have you had any tips for today's racing, or gotten any advice?
We've had no tips for today's racing, so we're letting Caitlin choose, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep. And which one do you want to go for, Caitlin? Do you remember the name of the horse?
I know.
I think it was Chalk Ice.
No.
I've been in 36 years. Oh, sorry, 37 years. in a place called Blackheath, London. And I'm there all my life near enough.
You never lost your accent.
There's a lot of people that say, why have you a bit strong Irish? Well, I never lost it, and I hope I never lose it. You know?
And you come home every year for the festival?
I come home every single year for the festival here for the 15th of August in Balmullet and the Inver thing and the whole lot. It's a great week, fantastic week. You know, they come from all over the world here.
And what do you enjoy about the Dulac races?
It's a good, meet a lot of people from far away, all come home for this. You meet them and have a drink and a crack with them and the whole lot, you know, and spin a few bob on the horses and the whole thing.
And have you had any luck on the horses so
Not
far?
yet, no. Only all losers so far. So hopefully maybe one or two more races to go I might get someone with back at it. And it's just for the crack really, I don't really gamble heavy, just a few pounds, you know what I mean?
My mother and father are from back here. My father, Binghamstown. My mother, Emily Cass, outside of Balmullet. So it's just a wonderful time to come back here.
And you come here once a year during the festival?
Come here every year. Jerry Coyle and his gang have one hell of a time here, always for the horse racing. There's nothing on planet Earth like it. You have to come and see it.
And of course, we've a big entourage of TV media here today, and I know you're involved in the media business as well.
I am. I work with Fox, and I'm on the board of Sky, where this broadcast will be shown. Nothing finer than Sky and Mayo combined.
And you're based in?
I'm based in New York. My mother and father came to the States in the 50s. And my mother to Chicago, my father to New York. They ended up to be part of that Mayo entourage in New York. And my brothers and I grew up in New York, loving coming back to Mayo every year.
We've been here 5 days. My father-in-law's local man, so we come out whenever we can, every couple of years, always taking the races. It's a great day.
And what part of England are you from?
From the south coast, a place called Chichester.
Has a history of racing?
Big history of racing. We've got Goodwood just around the corner, so we always try and follow the races with my sort of family, so yeah, we love it.
And what do you enjoy mostly about being here today?
The people, having a good laugh with everyone, having a couple of drinks and socialising, seeing the horses on the beach. It's a real spectacular event, so yeah, it's fantastic.
I've been coming to Dahoma now for many years, and the landlord of the pub in Gisala asked me if I'd sponsor one of the races, which I have been doing now for 2 years. And we have now the Swift In-Betweener Cup for race number 4 here.
Race number 4?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you've been coming to the race here for many years.
Yes. Yeah, I've been coming probably now, 24 years plus to the races. And it's grown and grown, and the enthusiasm for it here is very nice indeed.
Bridget, I know you, as your husband said there, that you're an air hostess for many years, British Airways.
Yes, I've been since 1974. I've done 43 years now, and I fly on all sorts of aircraft. And at the moment, I'm flying on the A380, which is the biggest aircraft in the world. And I go to Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia. And obviously I come over here once a month to my home in Dahoma, where Gerald built a lovely home for us here. And I hope to do my 45 years.
Congratulations, your horse just won the last race.
Oh yeah, it was the ferryman there. Like, he didn't all season there now, he's a little bit lazy, but he loves it down here at the beach, and that's his whole farm down here is the beach, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You have a couple of horses in
Yeah,
the
we've 4 here today now. Last year we had a treble and a second, and so far we've 2 winners so far. Mr. Bull won the first, and Ben just had to win the second there now in the ferryman.
Congratulations to you, Ben. You're a champion jockey up your part of the world.
Thanks, yeah. I think I'm ahead now with Sam, so it's going well.
So how did you find it today here at the races?
It's good, yeah. The track is nice. The horses are winning, so it's better.
And you had a good win, actually.
Yeah, it was great. No, we won it well.
Yeah, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you've been up early this morning. I know you've been up and down this beach most of the day. What kind of things do you have to do to get ready for the races?
Well, every 5 years we have a bad tide, and this year it's a bad tide because we had low tide today at 12:30, and as you see now it's gone on for 3 o'clock, and we're against the sea, so we can't have any more circular races. But from now on we have 1.4 miles straight there, so we can run the horses 1.4 miles on the straight. The only disadvantage is the crowd having the enjoyment of watching them go around circular and watching the whole race. Otherwise it's going to be very safe for the guys that are riding the horses, and a good challenge. So,
and the weather's cleared up lovely now.
Absolutely.
Was it difficult for you earlier on today?
Well, the forecast we got on Friday, there was going to be hurricanes and, as one said, heavy rain and thunderstorms. But, of course, a lot of the local women must have had the child of prey out in the garden for good weather. We always seem to get the good weather, so it's fantastic. A good day, you can't be in a better place in the world.
There's nothing like the 15th of August to draw everyone back to Erris and to Mayo. It's a convention for us all to come back, a reunion for every family that comes back here, and we so look forward to it. When we leave, we've got a tear in our eye, but we know we're coming back to great joy a year later.
Welcome back to part 2 of the programme. Well, we have arrived in Mulranny to meet Jane and Frank McLaughlin, who've come over from England to set up a business here in beautiful Mulranny. Jane, what's your own background?
Born in London, brought up in Birmingham, Irish parents. Been in London now, met Frank 30 years, so we're 30 years there. We run a joinery business there, which we still have.
Very successful business, I believe.
Yes, it has been, thank God, after a lot of hardship over the years. Yeah, finally got there.
And what made you decide to come to Mulranny here?
Well, we were always going to come home. Frank is from Newport originally, just up the road. So, yeah, we were always going to come home.
And had you envisaged buying a pub and a restaurant when you came here first?
No, because we had 2 pubs in London previously. And we never thought we'd go back into it. And then one day we walked in and said, oh my God, look at the view in this place, which happens all the time. We were put on a bucket list produced by the Irish Independent Travel Guide as number 4 in places of Ireland to visit, just because of the view in the pub. And we kind of said, I made a mad off-the-cuff remark saying, God, I'd love to buy this place. And unfortunately, Frank took it seriously, and we did.
My role here, Henry, is I'm here as manager of McLaughlin's Bar in Mulranny. And we do a lot of bar food and pub lunches, and we cater for after wedding parties, and overall it's good. People are enjoying the experience of Mulranny. We've the Greenway, everything on our doorstep, and we've a lovely beach here behind us. And the sun is shining, you know.
And would you know where many of your visitors come from?
An awful lot now from overseas, back from England and Manchester, London, all over England and America, Germans, French. We have them all, we're lucky.
And what about the winter then? How do you kind of manage the winter months there when the tour season drops off?
We look towards booking a lot of bands now, a lot of big bands and that, like such as tonight now, with the Old Tones and that, like, and a lot of local good musicians around too, such as the Malloy Brothers, and all going well, you know.
And Jane, what's going to be your ultimate plan now with McLaughlin's here now? Where would you like to see it going, and what you'd like to see done?
There's still some refurbishment work to be done inside. When we took it over, it was very run down and very dated anyway. So, we've had to stop that for a while and get a bit of money coming in rather than going out for a change. But we hope to finish that and then maybe look to develop further. Well, we've 2 nice traditional bars where the locals tend to drink. And then we've a big lounge which serves as the main restaurant area, as we do a food service now. And then we have a 5-bed luxury B&B as well.
Yeah, we do all now. We do from breakfast through lunch, through evening meals, like the whole lot now.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And a very busy night tonight, Kenneth.
Oh yes, it's going to be good. Mulranny is going to rock tonight.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Derek, you're very welcome to Mulranny. You're a long time in the music business now.
I sure am, yes. I started around 1962 and I suppose I travelled almost to every continent and brought the music and song of Ireland and to a very appreciative audiences no matter where I went to. So I've been very lucky, really, very fortunate that I've had always great people to play to and always good health.
And of course, people remember you from your days at the Wolf Tones. Then you went on to form your own band then as well, the Young Wolf Tones.
Yes.
So tell me about them.
Yeah, well, you know, I had 40 great years with the old band, with the Wolf Tones. We made our mark in Irish music, like we had great fun, never to be forgotten days. But in 2002, then I started the Young Wolf Tones. I just found that there were so many young people that came to me and asked me about the careers in music, and I suppose I had a skill that I was able to bring these people along and show them more or less how it was done. And you know, I've had, I suppose, a couple of football teams play with me since 2002.
Yeah. What about what can people look forward to the show tonight? Now you're here in Mulranny.
Well, I like to present in the show, and I've always done this. Like I was the front man with the old band, with Wolf Tones, and I would present the songs and music that represented Ireland down to it, in every aspect of it. So there's the rallying songs, there's the songs of resistance, there's the songs indeed of love, and there's the music. And yeah, if I do it in an entertaining way, I can get that across to a multi-generational audience.
Well, my father's from Ballycroy and I'm over here for a week, having a great time, although it's raining a lot. But having a good time with my aunt and cousins. So, and I've got a lot of family coming tomorrow, but we watched the match here and it's been a good day.
Henry, how are you? We're back to Mulranny. We come every year for a couple of months. All my friends in London come here. We do a lot of fishing and we love the football, of course.
Yeah. And how long have you been in England?
35 years.
And no sign of coming back for going?
No, I live here a couple of months of the year though.
Yeah.
And I love it, but I probably won't ever come back.
Right, okay.
We love it here, but we love it here. Look at the atmosphere here today. The Wolf Tones are here tonight. Yeah. Of course, so it's the greats. Everybody wants to come here.
When you fell in the foggy dew.
I just bumped into Tom Malloy of the Fabulous Malloy Brothers. Tom, of course, you're synonymous with this place and your group.
Well, this used to be Daly's, as everyone knows, and we've been playing here for the last 35 years, every Monday night for the summer season. And we're here again, of course, tomorrow night, naturally. And I came in to say hello to Derek Warfield. We played with him years ago, and he remembers in the beaten path. That's a long time ago, but we're a long time on the road, myself and Derek. You know.
And you're very similar to the style of music you play.
Yeah, we played the ballads all our life. We've played the ballads since we were that size. Yeah, we are. And I'm glad to see Derek in good health. And he's playing. He's still doing the gigs. You know, same as us guys. We're still.
And of course, Tom, you always get a tremendous crowd here. You pack this venue every Monday night.
Yeah, every Monday night we have a fine, big crowd here every Monday night, all them years. And even the young crowd loves coming here on a Monday night.
And Tom, any message to all your fans all over the world there?
Just to say, Malloy is still on the road.
Jamie, how are you?
I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad.
What are you doing behind the bar here?
My granddad just there showing me how to pull a pint. Maybe one day I can, be as good as him, take over the pub business.
Would you like to get into the pub business, do you think, here?
Yeah, I think it's a good business. Very, very social. You meet a lot of people. Yeah, it's good.
And where you living, Jamie?
Just outside London, Hampshire, in England.
And how do you like coming over here to Mulranny, to the grandfather's pub here?
Oh, it's great. It's really, really good. You meet a lot of people. Yeah, nice people too. Very nice.
Do you think you made the right decision buying a pub here in Mulranny?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I think Mulranny's much nicer than, Mayo in general. I like Mayo.
Yeah.
Nicer than other places.
Dearest mother, I'm writing just to say I won't be home. Something that I have to do, and I must do alone. They took me, and they put me in this lonely prison cell. Tonight my thoughts are with you, as I bid my last farewell.
Any sign of you packing in the business at any time soon, Derek, or do you intend to continue?
Well, a lot of people ask me that, and I'm more frequently asked that now today. That's the funny thing. I never really thought of retiring. I have my health, and I enjoy what I do. And I think the only time I would ever retire is if I felt there was no value or no appreciation, response to what I did, and how I performed. So as long as, people request and the band and want us to be part of musical celebrations, whether it's here or in America or in Australia, I'll always do it. I have a soft spot for Mayo, and I think that I know so many people from the county, a lot of them abroad, and I meet Mayo people all over the world.
Well, you'll be meeting plenty tonight, and it's lovely to have you on the programme. Thanks very much for joining us,
And
Derek.
thank you, Henry, and continued success to you and all the fans out there. Thanks for the support you've given to our music over the last 55 years. You've been tremendous. Thank you.
Well, what a lovely couple Jane and Frank McLaughlin are, and indeed all the staff here at McLaughlin's Bar and Restaurant here in beautiful Mulranny. We wish them very best of luck for the future. Now, just before we go, to remind you that after the break we'll be crossing over to join Martin Logan in Manchester, who's some more great stories featuring the Irish community in the UK. So, well, that's all from me for this week. Thank you for watching. Do join us again next week at the same time. So until then, slán go fóill, and I'm going back inside to enjoy some more music from the Wolf Tones. See you next week.